camp cults got people out here really believing that Yah is going to be okay with them hating and even wanting to do to these people what they have done to us. Love is a part of the fruits of the Spirit. Y'all really want to do what they did to us? Do y'all know the barbaric behavior that these nations did to us? And y'all really think that y'all finna have his set apart people acting that way? Seriously. Y'all, they ate us. Y'all really think that y'all is finna set his people apart from every nation just for us to turn around and act just like them? Be for real. Be so for real. Somebody really told me today. Excuse me, I'm sorry. They didn't tell me. They said in the comments of one of my good sisters' videos that if you have love for other nations, you are not seeking the kingdom. That is blatantly going against what is written. We are told the literal opposite. But yet, y'all believe that Yah wants you to hate. They preach to hate Esau when the law specifically says not to. How do you preach hate for an Edomite when the law says not to hate an Edomite? Like, it literally names them by name. And y'all turn around and name them by name and say to hate them. That is wild to me. Straight rebellion and rejection of Yah's word. 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of divination, and stubbornness is as wickedness and idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of Yahuwah, he also does reject you as sovereign. Samuel told Saul that rebellion is as the sin of divination. That is witchcraft. Rebellion against Yah's word is as the sin of sorcery. Stubbornness is as wicked as idolatry. And y'all still in this book changing laws, adding laws, taking laws away, trying to condemn people off traditions. Modern day Pharisees trying to condemn off of the traditions of your wicked fathers, but you don't follow the laws of the Most High. You put away his laws for your traditions. Literally. Y'all is crazy as them y'all juju people. Y'all is wild. But
Shalom. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Warash, and next double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. Alright, so this is going to be a reaction to the clip, alright, that was in the introduction. Okay, this bugged out woman, alright, saying that God, or, the Most High Yahweh, which she calls Yahuwah, okay, that's going off, right off top. Alright, she says that he wouldn't teach us to quote unquote hate, okay, and then she says that we're in rebellion, okay. So we're going to address some of the different points that she brought out, okay, in this video, about, once again, Jacob executing judgment upon Esau. All these things are written of in the scriptures, okay. She said that we're in rebellion because Deuteronomy 23:7 says not to abhor an Edomite, which I did a video on that, I believe, just last week, okay, how it's a clerical error. It doesn't say Edomite, it says Syrian, All right, and it's really going into, it says, thou shalt not abhor a Syrian, neither an Egyptian, for thou wast a stranger in his land, something, etc., etc. All right, but even with that, when you go into that chapter, it's going into the sacrifices of those Israelites that come from those areas. Okay, like if they're an Israelite that is born, in Syria and comes back to the land. Okay, or born in Egypt and comes back to the land, etc., etc. All right, it has nothing to do with Edomites, and even if it did, it wouldn't negate all the prophecies of Esau's judgment and destruction. Okay, another thing she said is that we were being rebellious. All right, which they always want to bring out scriptures, but they skip over the ones where it says that women are to keep silence in the churches, that women are not to teach. They always want to try to teach, man. And she's talking about rebellion. Okay, so this woman's bugged out, but we're gonna go ahead and bring out the prophecies. All right, and Yahweh righteous meaning the Heavenly Father's will is edifying to the elect. Okay, so I'm gonna start off here in Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 14, just to cut that whole notion. All right off top. All right, that the Most High would not have us execute punishment on the heathen nations. That's completely false. Okay, Ezekiel 25 and 14, it says, "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai." Okay, so all the things that they did to us, all right, we are going to do unto them, the lawful things at least. Okay, because they were doing a lot of unlawful, sick, twisted, and perverse things. Okay, but when it comes to beating them, all right, putting them in captivity, okay, we are going to do those things according to biblical prophecy. All right, this is Psalms chapter 137 and verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us." So those Israelites, all right, those Israelite men, Yahweh righteous be that number, that gets the privilege of rewarding Esau, okay, rewarding the Edomites as they have rewarded us. Those men are going to be happy. Let's get that again. Psalms 137 and 8. "O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones." Okay, because what were they doing? They were doing the exact same thing to our children. Okay, throwing them over walls head first, feeding them to alligators. All right, all these different things. They were torturing us. Okay, they were terrorizing us. Okay, and the Lord said that He's going to do the same thing to them by the hands of His people, Israel. Okay, we're going to go up against them in war, and we're going to completely stomp them out. All right, Zechariah chapter 9, and verses 12 through 13. Okay, it says, "Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, and filled the bowl with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man." All right, what does a sword do? Okay, she's talking about we got to love them. All right, well, we're going to be chopping them down and talking about, oh, this hurts me much more than it hurts you. No. We're going to be happy. We're going to be rejoicing when we finally are able and allowed to and have the spiritual power to execute vengeance on those who executed vengeance on us. Okay, that's perfect balance. That's perfect judgment. And these jakes, they got a problem with it because they always want to save their slave master, and he can't be saved. There's nothing you could do. All right, the prophecies say he's going to be destroyed and cut off forever. That's in multiple prophecies. There's nothing that you can do to change that. Okay, there's nothing I could do to change that. I'm just giving you the message. It says, continuing on, verse 14, "And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwinds of the south." Okay, the arrows going to nuclear missiles. Okay, and the whirlwinds of the south. Whirlwind's another name for a chariot. Okay, so the missiles are going to hit. All right, the missiles are going to be hitting Babylon the Great, turn this place into a lake of fire, and chariots are going to rise up from all different parts of the world, and they're going to be zapping people with concentrated fire as well. That's in Jeremiah the 25th chapter. Okay, Isaiah 66 as well. All right, continuing on though, verse 15, it says, "Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, power of hosts, shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with sling stones, and they shall drink and make a noise as through wine, and they shall be filled like bowls as the corners of the altar." Okay, The Lord of hosts shall defend them. They shall devour. Devour. You know what that word means? Do we got to look it up for you simpletons? And subdue with sling stones. Okay, King David, all right, he had the sling stone, he had spiritual power. So the Lord's going to raise us up with spiritual power and make us as the sword of a mighty man. The angel's going to be down here. It's going to be a whole lot of ass kicking. Okay, and this is the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let's get Jeremiah 33. All right, and I'm going to read verses 2 on down to verse 5. Okay, it says, Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the maker thereof, Yahweh that formed it to establish it. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is his name. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and shew thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. For thus saith Yahweh, the God of Israel, concerning the houses of this city, and concerning the houses of the kings of Judah. The kings of Judah are starting off with the prophets, which are thrown down by the mounts and by the sword, because we've been completely trodden down, right? This is what the Lord says concerning us. It says, they come to fight with the Chaldeans, but it is to fill them with the dead bodies of men, whom I have slain in mine anger and in my fury, for all whose wickedness I have hid my face from this city. Let's get that in the NLT. Okay, let's go ahead and get in the NLT. Jeremiah 33. All right, and verse, I think it was verse 5. Okay. All right, let's read in the New Living Translation. All right, it says, you expect to fight the Babylonians, but the men of this city are already as good as dead, for I have determined to destroy them in my terrible anger. I have abandoned them because of all their wickedness. Yeah, I don't like that one as much, but it still applies. Okay, the New King James Version. All right, they come to fight with the Chaldeans, but only to fill their places with the dead bodies of men, whom I will slay in mine anger and in my fury, all for whose wickedness I have hidden my face from this city. Okay, and how is the Lord going to do that? He's going to use us. Okay, Jeremiah 51, it tells us that we are his battle axe and weapons of war. Okay, so the Lord is going to he's going to give certain men spiritual power. All right, and they're going to tread down their enemies as the mire of the streets. It tells you that in Zechariah 10. All right, and this is perfect justice. Okay, once again, they put the sword to us. They slayed us with the sword, so they're going to get slayed with the sword. All right, Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All the prophecies talk about the second coming of Yahushai and how he's going to subdue and stump out these Edomites and the rest of the heathen nations. Okay, so if you have a problem with that, yes, you do have a problem with the kingdom. She said that in the video. She said that I got a comment saying that if I loved the heathens, or if I love the heathen nations, that I'm going off. Okay, and then I'm going against the kingdom. Well, yeah, you are. Okay, because in order for the kingdom to come in, the Yahushua has to return, and when he returns, he is going to stump out these heathens, and he's going to reward them the way that they have rewarded us, as we read in Psalms 137. And guess what? This is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, so you're just not a saint. You're a saint physically, but you're not a saint, meaning sanctified. You're not one of the holy people, the Israel the Most High. Okay, you're just a reprobate. All right, and yes, okay, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So we're going to put them into captivity just like they had us in captivity. Let's go ahead and get that. Okay, and the Lord he's going to be the one that gives us that right. Isaiah 14 verses 1 and 2. It says, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and will set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. This is the Israelite foreigners. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them, all right, talking about the other nations now, and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. She said, how could you these people did all kind of evil to us. How could you do those things to them? Because the Lord says we are. It's part of the prophecies. It's part of the scriptures. Okay? The ones who had us in slavery, we're going to have them in slavery. The ones who had us captives, they're going to be captives. The ones who oppressed us, they're going to be oppressed. Okay? That's plain. All right? And Yahushua, this is a special gift, okay, that he's given to us. Revelation chapter 2. Yahweh writes that would be that number. Revelation 2 and 25. It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Is he gonna be soft and cuddly with him over the nations? Well, we'll see. Verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter should they be broken to shivers, even as I received on my father. This is quoting Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Okay, like the potter's vessels should they be broken. Okay, we're gonna rule over them with a rod of iron. See that? And this is all part of the kingdom of heaven. All right, this is all part of the tabernacle of David. Okay, you better read the accounts. Or you better read 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel. Okay, Kings, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles. Okay, you better read how King David, all right, went up against the heathen nations. What he would do. All right, he would beat them in the powder. Okay, that's the kingdom of heaven. All right, let's get this. And don't get me wrong, the heathens will eventually get mercy, but they have to serve out their punishment. The Lord has to balance the scales. Okay, and a lot of our people, they got a problem with that. All right, but it's scriptural. It's in the Bible. It's prophecy. Okay, this is Psalms chapter 149 and verse 4. It says, For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory, and let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. This is what the saints are going to do. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh Bashmi Shai. This is an honor. Okay, and you got a problem with it. That's because you don't know prophecy. You coming in the spirit of Yah. You coming in the spirit of Yahuwah. So you are in error. Okay. Micah chapter 5 and verse 8. I'm going to close out with this. It says, And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. This is the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai. He's given us the power to do this in the last days. Okay, this is what's going to happen when Yahweh Shai returns. All right, so that's pretty much it for the lesson. Just another bugged out Israelite. Okay, doesn't know what the hell's going on. She's one of those, all she knows is she's an Israelite, and there's nothing else past that. Okay, just a bunch of air in that head. All right, so I'm gonna close out with that. Yahweh righteous is edifying. As always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakhwadash. And until next time, Shalom, and abide b'ball.